Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Danny Coldblood, aka Music Video, doing a GTA 5 discussion video with my friend Deze-rogue. Deze-rogue, how are you doing today, buddy?
Oh, I'm absolutely brilliant. Thank you for asking. And thank you so much for letting me join this discussion video. Really looking forward to talking about a lot of crazy theories to do with this mural that we got behind us.
No problem, man. It's my pleasure. And just to let you guys know, we cut off the beginning of the discussion video. So this is us redoing the intro for you all. So I'm going to let you guys just check out the video. I'm going to go right to it. But before we do that, I just want to point out that you can point in this game, and I had no idea. Dizzy was showing me something with his hand, and I said, what the hell? How do you do that? So if you want to point... you double click R3, double tap the R3 toggle stick, and you can point. I did not know that, so I'm just pointing that out in case you guys didn't know that either. So start pointing. Hope you guys start pointing at your friends' ugly faces and have some fun with that. But Dizzy, how you doing today, man?
I'm absolutely fine, yeah. Absolutely brilliant. I've just been going through a few things lately. I just want to discuss, especially to do with the Mount Chiliad mural that we've got going on here. I mean, as you can understand, there are a lot of theories going on with that, but I've just got one in particular that you covered in an earlier video.
Sure. Shoot at me, man. Let's do this. I'm excited to see what you have to say.
All right, let's go. Right, so what I've just started doing recently is starting off a new save. Now, the reason why I've done that is because there's a lot of theories about Trevor being the one that you have to kill in the end with regards to the last decision. Now, what we've been looking at here is there's three different boxes on the actual mural itself, and then you've got the two that are exactly the same position at the top. Now, a lot of theories revolve around the two at the top being the last decision where you have to kill either Michael or Trevor or take the third way.
Right.
And also the three boxes, around could either be the altruist camp, the children in the mountain, and also Michael's one, which is the Kiflon people, the Absalom program. Now, I imagine if we do three different things and keep to that and then get right to the top and do it the right way, then the UFO could be Michael, the cracked egg could be Franklin, and the jetpack could be Trevor. So if you want your jetpack, do the right things with the right X's at the right time. And that's just one theory. Now, I also, as I'm playing through the game, I keep noticing things that I feel are to do with the mural, such as I was watching a clip where Michael tells Franklin about Trevor, and he says, have he ever told you about Trevor? And Franklin turns around and says, oh man, I don't know, shit, I think so. And Michael says, well, if you only think so, then I wasn't being completely honest. He is hell walking on earth. And then Franklin immediately turns around and says, all right, well, let's put this motherfucker in the ground. And then later on in the same clip, Michael says, it's a death wish, which I remember to be in the title of the mission where you kill Trevor. Am I right?
Right, man. Yeah, that's some good observation, man.
Exactly. And also, I was thinking that maybe the X's could do with the heist as well. Because I'll send you a screenshot after this video, but I found when I was doing the heist for the first one with Michael and Franklin, that when you're looking at the pest people, where you get the pest fire and then go in with the pest gas, that there's an X over that and a little red X over that on the board where Lester makes it all up. So maybe these are telling us the right choices, because remember the mural where it says, some look left, some look right, but the answer is right in front of us. Are Rockstar giving us the answers of playing through the story or not? And also one more thing, is that there's a lot of references to blue and green around the whole thing. A lot of blue and green, like exactly what you said before, there were Sanchez bikes, but there's two bikes at the top of the mountain that are blue and green, always the same colours.
Right. You know what? You might be onto something, man. I never looked at it quite that way. So that is weird because we do have choices throughout the whole game. We have choices, even with some random events, and random encounters like that one with Michael and the submarine. After you do all those submarine pieces, you have the choice. She's literally walking away, flickering blue and red. Like, you can either kill her or not. And those are times where I have a hard time deciding what to do because I don't know what the game wants me to do. And you might be right. Every heist, you have either option A or option B.
Exactly. I mean, and also one thing as well is that if you come back to the thing that everybody knows about, which is come back when your story is complete, and I even remember you pointing out come back when your story is complete, reference to your story being complete, you choosing the right decision, and Michael even saying, when you kill Michael, you made the wrong call. We should take Trevor out together. I mean, when you
Right.
take Trevor, I mean, when you actually take the Michael out, does Trevor come to help? No.
No, Trevor does not come to help, but when you take out Trevor, Michael does come to help. Now, the only
Hmm.
thing that I got hung up on, okay, the only problem with killing Trevor is at the beginning of that situation when you start that mission, uh, Franklin, is talking to Trevor. He's got his hand behind his back. He's got the gun in his hand, and
Yeah.
as soon as Trevor realizes what's going on, he says to Franklin, "But Franklin, I've always been true to you." And Franklin says to Trevor, "Well, right now I'm not looking for the truth, or the truth is not what I'm looking for." Something along those
Hmm.
lines. Now, that's the only part that hangs me up because, in a way, Trevor is very evil. He does
He
represent
is.
hell on wheels,
I mean,
as you just related. But at the same time,
exactly.
he is also one of the most loyal friends you can fucking have in the game, even if he goes about
Yeah,
things
yeah,
in a monstrous way. He's still a loyal
exactly.
motherfucker. So I'm very
But if
hung
you,
up on all this.
well, this is the thing. I mean, if you look at it this way, within regards to any story, whether it be a film, a book, or a game, the story is always meant to have you warm up to the characters and relate to them as a person and try and help them out. I know it sounds daft, but it's a game. You relate to these things.
Right,
Now, as a person, is it what you want to do, or is it what the game wants you to do? I mean, there are a
right,
lot of people putting these theories out there, and a lot of people think, am I thinking too outside the box with it saying, is it right in front of us? But are we thinking too outside the box? Are we thinking right inside the box because the game's telling us to do that?
right. See, I've thought before about this mural almost being self-explanatory. Um, and so have some other people on YouTube. They've commented on my videos and they've said the same thing that I've been thinking right along. What if this is very simple, this mural, okay?
Mm.
I don't have to take out
Well,
my
this
gun. I can
is.
point with my hand. What if what if this what if these what if this mural is showing us, possibly five things that lead us to the mountain? What if at 3 a.m.
Mm.
we look up and that is a UFO? And what if this UFO
Well,
down
yeah,
here connected to this jetpack? What if that just means we have to fly that way and see the other
yeah.
UFO? What if this is
Well,
self-explanatory and in case it is something so simple, I don't believe the Chilean mystery is even over. Okay, in case this
exactly. Yeah.
is, because there are so many other clues and so many other connections in this game, and there's so many other murals. There's those other two murals. Okay, this
Exactly.
isn't the
I
only
mean,
one, even though this is the most popular and the most focused by other hunters. There's
yeah,
so many
yeah.
other things in this game that I feel
So many other
are
hints. Yeah.
stronger representations of the mystery, that there is a mystery than
Hmm.
just this, and people just can't get
Yeah.
beyond that. And I
I
have a
mean,
feeling
people.
that one day we're gonna get fed up with this fucking mural, and we're gonna realize the importance of the other stuff in this
Well,
game
there
that's
always
leading us to
is.
other things.
Yeah, I mean, there always is that saying, curiosity killed the cat. So there always is going to be people looking at this. I mean, just going back to what you said a second ago, Danny, where the mural could be as simple as just giving us the hints. I mean, there's those glyphs around the mountain that are 5 different glyphs that add up to the boxes on the mural, where they're just giving you different hints to come and see the mountain. I mean, that's another thing I want to say, that the eyes on all these little glyphs could be us as the player, the eye, us seeing that as the player, and we come to the top of the mountain and see the UFO.
Right, right. Now, but the thing is that kind of leads me away from the glyphs, okay? And that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Wispy Woods. In a couple of his videos, he goes over this glyph shit, man, and he has strong points that he makes why those glyphs are not the five X's. I don't want to go into
they're
too
not.
much of that now. If you guys want to reference that, you guys watch his videos. But I'm thinking these X's might be more of like what you mentioned, maybe choices that we've made in the story, maybe the
Yeah,
heist
yeah.
options, maybe anything um, that we're not
Well, as I'm
seeing
going
yet.
through the story now, yeah, as I'm going through the story now, I am going to notice more of the X's on the wallboards if I do see them.
Right. And then we can't forget about the giant X in the sky. Like I was just
Mm,
showing you
mm.
before we started this video, in my screen, I don't think it's still here. No, it disappeared already. I'll be making a video on it, but in my story, it's particular to the person's game, like how I seen it, but you didn't see it. Yeah, it's for the
Mm.
individual at the time, but there's X's that appear in the sky, big
Yeah,
giant
yeah,
X's. I mean, giant X's in the sky, and Black Mac's the one that pointed that out to me, and he also pointed out on Blaine County radio when Ron does his
yeah,
crazy talks about aliens and shit like that, which is very interesting. That somebody jumps in his radio conversation and says that the people at the prison don't have much to do but sit in their cell on a mysterious night and stare at the lines in the sky.
the
So
line in the
maybe
sky.
that X in the sky that we randomly see um, has something to do with the X's on the mural. Also, see, that's the thing. The biggest part of this mystery is discovering and really figuring out, solving
Yeah,
what this mural is. If we can read the mural, that's half the battle.
yeah,
Um, there's a lot of
exactly. I
hunters
mean,
out there finding connections. A lot of us are finding connections, doing research, finding more connections. Um,
exactly. I mean, especially with that thing that I sent you, not even yesterday, was it? I mean, I am starting to notice that a lot of cars that are given to you throughout the story have relevant number plates on them. And exactly with that one that I sent you the other day, believe, like, what are we believing? There's a lot of references. I mean,
right.
Michael says something to do with 5MDS003. Trevor says Betty 32. Mike Franklin's car says FC 1988, and then his bike says FC 88. There's a lot of references things on the number plates on cars.
Right, and the 88 with the whole Back to the Future and Franklin with the
Future
Space
thing, yeah.
Docker, I would assume that Franklin would be the one that would do any time traveling, if any. But did you know that you can use a Space Docker as any character, or you just go into the garages and use special vehicle? Like Michael, I can go as Michael right now and take the Space
Yeah,
Docker out of that garage. I never knew that.
you're absolutely right.
I always
But
thought it
that
was
could be
just for Franklin, and I just recently found that out.
exactly. But that could be Rockstar again trying to throw you off the scent
You're
of
right.
it just being Mike. Exactly, exactly. So I mean, this is another thing. We're coming up to 13 minutes, by the way. But this is another thing, especially with that PC Interiors mod. Rockstar wouldn't allow us to have that if they wanted the Chiliad murals to be solved.
Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and give CBG a piece of my mind soon enough on a video. Don't worry about that, because you know what? There is no jetpack gonna be sitting in a dirty toilet in a fucked up bathroom somewhere, just waiting for us
Exactly,
to find.
exactly.
It's gonna be a sequence, okay? Everything points at it. It's gonna be doing
I
a
mean,
sequence of things that's going to make it trigger, and then it will appear if it does appear at all. If this even relates to a jetpack, this jetpack might just be another symbol as a prize that we're
yeah,
gonna get. Like I said, it could be a
we're on
natural
13 minutes.
disaster. It could be
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, we'll wrap it up then. But I mean, like I was saying, it could be a natural disaster. It could be anything that this thing triggers. We don't know, but this jetpack could
exactly.
just
I
symbolize a
love
prize.
I love your idea on the tsunami. It just makes a lot of sense with regards to there's so many hints to do with that.
Awesome. Hey man, thank you so much. I'd love to do a follow-up video with you.
Yeah,
Definitely
same here.
sometime in
Yeah,
the
please.
short near future, man. Cause I can go on and on right now, man. Good thing you said it was 13 minutes, cause it's time for us to wrap up. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon in another video, man, and we will do this again. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Deze-rogue, for joining me today. I appreciate it. And guys, we will see you soon.
Thank you.
Peace.
Take care.